Hello Internet Allies, and welcome back to my car for another Carpool Karaoke / story time. And today I wanted to talk / rant about buses and why I really don't like them, and I wanted to share some of the worst ever bus journeys I've had with you. I know they're kind of a necessity to some people, but I am so glad I have access to a car and have learned how to drive and stuff like that, and I do feel very grateful and very privileged to have done that. But before I learned how to drive, I had to catch a bus to places such as college and university, and to be honest, they weren't really the most pleasant of experiences, so I kind of wanted to make this video and talk about why they weren't very pleasant for me, and why buses kind of cause me quite a lot of anxiety if I do have to catch them again, sort of thing. Also, this month's Carpool Karaoke theme is songs that I used to listen to on the bus when I went to college, and songs that sort of remind me of that time. They're kind of nice songs, they kind of help me to kind of cope with the bus journeys. So yeah, here we go! If I could just find the time, and now I never let another day go by. I'm over getting old, and maybe it's not my weekend, but it's gonna be my year. And I'm so sick of watching all the minutes pass as I go nowhere. And this is my reaction to everything I feel, 'cause I've been going crazy, I don't wanna waste another minute here. So yeah, time for my bus stories, my horrible bus stories which kind of put me off ever going on a bus again. Right, here we go. Woo! Stop time. When I did have to catch a bus to college and uni, sometimes people I know and sometimes people I don't know would sit next to me and sometimes start a conversation, which most of the time is absolutely fine. But I remember there was this one guy that used to sometimes catch the same bus as me that I really didn't like talking to. And, it kind of made me feel quite low talking to this person. And really, they were just very, negative and judgmental all the time. You would always think he was right all the time and always thought he, knew everything. You felt like he was a bit of a know-it-all and stuff like that. And yeah, it just made me feel really uncomfortable having a conversation with him. So basically, if I was ever talking about something I was either excited about or someone I liked, he would kind of find a reason to maybe say why it wasn't great or something like that. And that kind of made me feel quite low and stuff like that. And I really didn't like that, really. I'll point you to the mirror, I'm almost out to defense. I'll look you to the mirror without a hint of regret. I'll hold you to it. I know you don't believe me, but the way I see it. Next time you point a finger, I might have to bend it back and break it off. Next time you point a finger, I'll point you to the mirror. I know you won't believe me, but the way I see it. Next time you point a finger, I might have to bend it back and break it off. Next time you point a finger, I'll point you to the mirror. Another horrible bus journey I had one time, I think this was a one-off thing, but still it was quite a traumatic experience. It was kind of, a cold winter's day. I had to catch the bus to uni, so I had my hat, my gloves, my scarf, my coat on, all wrapped up and everything. And for some reason, I sat down on the bus, and for some reason, these stupid girls, I didn't really know them, I didn't know these girls, but these stupid girls thought it'd be a fun idea to play keep away with my hat, and which I thought was really disrespectful. I didn't provoke anything whatsoever. I literally just sat down. I didn't provoke, it made me so annoyed and everything. And I got my hat back eventually, but after I got my hat back, they just said horrible things about me, for no reason. And I'm just I don't know what I did to cause it. I literally did nothing. I just sat down on the bus. The silver lining of that journey was that somebody later on who was on the same bus came to check that I was okay. I didn't know this person, they were another student. It was just really nice of them just to check up on me. So I just really appreciate that and stuff like that. And they seemed like quite a nice guy, quite a nice person. but I suppose at the time I had kind of like trust issues because of what happened, so I didn't know whether they were being sincere or not, but like thinking back, they probably were being sincere. Run and tell all of the angels, this could take all night. I think I need a girl to help me get things right. Put me up a new evolution, 'cause this one is a lie. Sat around laughing aloud, should the last one die. I'm looking to the sky to save me. I'm looking for a sign of life. I'm looking for something to help me burn out bright. I'm looking for a complication. Looking 'cause I'm tired of trying. Make my way back home where I learned to fly high. These are really good songs, to be fair. There's also been a few bus journeys since college and university that have been quite stressful, to be honest. I was in Manchester. My mum and my mum's friend, they wanted to do shopping, and me and my dad, we wanted to, you know, go and watch a game of rugby that Dad knew was happening that day. And this bus driver who we caught the bus with, like, he didn't really know where the rugby stadium was, so that was a bit weird. You know, he must have been kind of new at his job and everything. I mean, bless him, like, but yeah, like, it's still not good, like, you know, if a bus driver doesn't know where he's dropping you off, basically. Luckily, there was a lady also going to this rugby match, like, who knew where to go, so she was able to help. Don't lose who you are in a blur of a sight. Seeing is deceiving, dreaming is believing. It's okay not to be okay. Sometimes it's hard to follow your heart. Just don't mean you're losing, everybody's bruising. Just be true to who you are. So the final bus journey I'm going to mention that was absolutely horrible was a bus journey I had with work. So this happened quite recently, about a couple of months ago. And basically it was kind of the most crowded bus I've ever been on, basically. You know, there wasn't any room to breathe, pretty much. Like, basically, you know, we ended up catching the bus when the schools were all finishing, which, you know, bad idea. Especially if you're not from a school, basically. So there was a horde of school children on there, and also there was a drunk homeless man as well. And also my job kind of involves like looking after people, so, you know, I was there just kind of just feeling incredibly uncomfortable, yet having to look after people. So, you know, I felt like under even more pressure to not lose it, sort of thing, and not kind of burst into tears or like how I was feeling inside. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. And yeah, that is basically why I hate buses, guys. I mean, I suppose public transport can be a nightmare, like, you know, the tube and trains and stuff like that. But I don't catch them often enough to really complain about them. Like, you know, I don't live in London, and yeah, I don't catch trains very often. And normally, you know, I just have to put up with them, and that's fine. Anyway, thanks for putting up with this rant, guys. Yeah, please let me know, you know, please give me any tips about how to cope better on public transport. That'd be ace. Also, you know, if you have any traumatic bus experiences or public transport experiences, please share them in the comments below. Yeah, if you enjoyed / related to this, please give it a like and a share, and for more Carpool Karaoke's, click on subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the tunes, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I shall see you in the next video. Until then, Team Rob's blasting off again. Bye bye.